What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Mos Reptiles official YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about the American alligator, like Johnny here, the American alligator head. And we're going to be educating you guys on why these guys are so important to Florida. But maybe, I wonder. Guys, welcome to the Everglades. Today we're going to be filming with some American alligators, trying to find American alligators out in the swamp here. Right behind me, you are going to see just a little pocket of water. This little pocket is where these alligators are going to come during the dry season, which is what we're in here in Florida right now. If you guys want to learn more, stay tuned. Mos Reptiles, a message of conservation through education. The Everglades, the river of grass, the Pahaoki. Whatever you may call it, it is a place of mystery, of wild creatures, of peace and serenity. It is the only place like it in the entire world, and the variety of fauna and various biomes create the most unique of ecosystems. Some of the wild animals stalking, slithering, and sliding through the high grasses are endemic only to this incredible place. As we trek through the amazing Everglades National Park, flowing grasses surrounding on all sides, we experience a moment of sheer awe of its great size. And at this moment, below our feet, lay the target of our adventures. Alrighty guys, so we're on the trail that we went down before. Let's try and fix this lighting a little bit here. You guys are gonna have to deal with the lighting, it's pretty bad, but we just found our first gator, and it's a mama gator. She's probably about 5 feet long, I'd say, and she has babies. I'm gonna sort of pan you guys over so that you can see her. And, you know, these guys are absolutely incredible creatures, so you can come and check this out. Alrighty guys, so doing a quick little voiceover here. We're going a once-over over these gators, and right in the corner there, behind that blade of grass that my camera is focusing on, you could see one of the little baby gators. Now, gators are not born with that black coloration that you're going to see the mom have on her tail right here. They are born with yellow stripes. Those yellow stripes tend to disappear within the first year. Now, if you look at the mama over here, you can see how large they are and what stocky animals they are compared to a baby who's actually crawling on her back right now. Again, you can see those yellow stripes would disappear with age, but as you can see, absolutely prehistoric, beautiful looking animals, very stocky and built well for this, you know, harsh environment. But you can definitely see, you know, beautiful, beautiful baby right there. So, great shot, guys, and we're super happy to have seen this gator. Now, if you guys want to see, we'll have pictures of the gators up here on screen that we have Katya taking right now. So definitely, guys, we're having a great time here in the Everglades. We finally found a gator. I'm incredibly happy. So we're going to move on with the video. Yeah, thanks to Katya. Alrighty, guys, so I'm not sure if you guys can see right there. I'm going to try and zoom in on it here. But there is an anhinga, which is a native bird to Florida. And these guys, they spread out their wings real wide. I don't know if you guys can see them. The lighting might be a little bad, but let's try and get him. Get a good shot of him here. There you go. So you can see that black wing. You see that bird right there. So that bird right there, these guys are very, very common here in Florida, and they sit near a lot of these canals, and they will actually dive in the water and feed on fish. Very cool little creatures because these guys coexist with the alligators and can provide a lot of different food sources for the gators. So wherever you see anhingas, you're usually going to see alligators. Alright guys, so we did just find the first gator. There are a couple clips on there. Right now we're actually walking along a pretty big canal where there's a ton of different creatures and animals. We've seen anhingas, we've seen a bunch of different turtles, but right now we're just looking for gators. So we are going to try our hardest to find at least 2 or 3 gators today. We did find those babies, which is awesome. So that brings us up to 3 gators, right? There are 2 babies?
Yeah.
So 3 gators.
No, the other one's the one we were driving.
Yeah. So, also another thing, guys, you know, these water pockets here in the Everglades, they're going to be inhabited by these gators because it's the only place where they can come during the dry season in Florida, which it is now. During summertime, it's rainy season, everything's flooded. You'll see gators all over the place. But right now, gators are congregating in areas where it is just wet. It's rainy, it's wet, there are canals, and that's where they're going to be. So we're going to be looking for them here, and we'll let you know if we find anything else, guys. In earlier clips, you're going to see just how dry the Everglades is right now. But right here, you can see just a little mud wall. And this is probably something that was dug out by a gator right there.
in that area there, that's a little drag. So the gators are obviously coming in here, sitting by the boardwalk, and just resting in this very shallow water because that's all they can really get. Now this is very important during the dry season. This is what gators will do. They'll find little pockets of water and that's where they'll stay. Right now, I do believe that it is hatchling season for gators. That's why we've seen so many mamas. But you know, just to show you just how these gators are living here in Florida, it's pretty incredible. Alrighty guys, so we've had to switch to the phone camera. My camera right here ran out of space on the card, so that's kind of annoying. But I wanted to talk about, you know, give this chance to sort of talk about the Everglades and what it means and what it is. The Everglades is the only ecosystem like it in the entire world, and the animals that inhabit here and live here are the only animals, you know, they're endemic only to the Everglades. So it's a really cool ecosystem that we're visiting today. Alright guys, so we just sort of left that mama gator alone, but you know, just want to talk about, stress the fact that the Everglades is a really important ecosystem and we really have to protect it. Here in Everglades National Park, that's like their main mission, you know, that's what they're doing. They're protecting the Everglades and, you know, all its natural resources. Now, there is, you know, one more thing to talk about with the alligators and the Everglades in general, and that is that alligators are a protected species in Florida. So we really want to try our best not to disturb anything that they're doing. They are a federally protected species. Back in the 70s, these guys were almost hunted to extinction, and they were brought back through alligator farming. Now, this alligator farming had completely rebounded the species and, you know, helped the species in every possible way. There are still farms here in Florida and in other parts of the southeastern United States. But, you know, it's just an example to show you that captive breeding and, you know, working at like zoos and places like that, it's extremely important because without those places, we really wouldn't be able to have these animals, you know, back into our natural ecosystem. So for sure, the, you know, the alligator success story is a huge deal in the community as far as, you know, rebounding animals back from extinction, basically. We're gonna move along and see if we can find anything else, guys. Alrighty, guys, we found the second gator here. Whoa, there's my finger. And this guy's just sort of cruising along. Now, it's really important in the state of Florida, we are not allowed to harass, feed, or touch any wild alligators. You can only do so if you have the permits. Now, this guy right here is probably a small female, and she looks extremely healthy, probably feeding on all the gar and all the fish in here. But again, these guys are a protected species, like we mentioned before with their reintroduction program. Very, very prehistoric, cool-looking animals. See them just gliding along in the water. This water is extremely clear. It's awesome to see these guys just cruising along. It's a beautiful day, about 85 degrees, so, you know, these guys are just chilling out. But there you go. That's our second gator, guys. We're just going to tell a couple more facts about alligators while we're at it. We are not really finding anything, so, you know, we got those gators, which is good. There's fish jumping, and hingas everywhere. There's a great blue heron feeding right now. So it's just, like, full of wildlife. You like that one?
No.
So, yeah, we're doing that right now, guys. But, you know, I want to throw a couple facts out there. Alligators have 80 teeth, 40 on the top, 40 on the bottom. And they're constantly regrowing them throughout their life. So, as a tooth falls out, whether they be crushing bone or something like that, the tooth is going to grow back. Now, there's a little great blue heron right there. That's a tourist. There's a great blue heron. And there, behind me, was a wild tourist Floridian. Right. Well, what do you have to say about that?
A wild what?
A wild tourist.
Tourist?
Tourist.
You said tortoise.
Tortoise?
Wild tortoise.
She's a tourist.
In its natural habitat.
In its natural habitat. Alrighty, guys. So these gators here in Florida, like I said, they are absolutely numerous. This one behind me right here, you'll see on a clip in just a moment. Again, very similar sized gators. All the gators that we're seeing are just about around the 5-6 foot range. But a little thing, you know, a little tidbit that we can talk about alligators is that alligators, you can determine the sexual rate between the offspring that they're going to have by the temperature. So I believe that it's like, you know, the temperature ranges between 89 and 94 degrees, and that's going to determine whether you have a male or a female alligator. I'll put the numbers right here and right here of the temperatures that it requires for each gender. Very cool little animals, very prehistoric. They've survived on Earth for millions and millions of years. Just awesome, awesome animals. We're super lucky to be able to see these guys in the Everglades today. We're super happy to be here. Alrighty, guys, well, we're finishing up here at Everglades National Park, and we saw a bunch of gators, we saw a bunch of tourists, which is awesome. We love seeing wild tourists in their natural habitat.
Tourists, not tortoise.
Right. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're going to shoot you guys back to the house, and we're just going to wrap up the video more.
What's going on, guys? So I am finishing the editing process of this video, and I realized that we didn't film an outro for the video, so I'm filming it here. And I want to thank you guys for watching the video. Go check out our Instagram, which will be linked down in the bio below. Katya's Instagram will be down there, and a bunch of different links about alligators and the TSD, the temperature sex determination, all that sort of thing is going to be down there, so go check it out and roll these bloopers of today's video and just some stuff that we couldn't put in the original video because it was less informative. So just enjoy and have a great rest of your day. Stay curious, stay positive, love animals.
National Park Service, we just want to thank you for this proper English right here. Before you is an alligator hole. So just remember, guys, before you is an alligator hole, a female alligator usually nests. Same general location. Remember that before you is an alligator hole, alright, guys?
Chock-a-block!